Imagine this. You type a single idea into a box, and just a few minutes later, you're watching a complete, ready-to-publish video. I'm talking script, scenes, voiceover, music, the whole thing. And you know what? This isn't some far-off sci-fi concept anymore. Today, we're going to dive into a new generation of AI tools that are completely rewriting the rules for creating content. Let's break down exactly how it works. All right, so to really get a handle on this, we'll start with the big problem that's held so many of us back, the video production bottleneck. Then, we'll look at the new AI solution and its automated workflow, see why this is such a game changer, and check out the real-world opportunities it's creating. And finally, we'll zoom out and see what this all means for the future of media. For years, we've all known that video is pretty much the most powerful way to communicate online. It grabs attention, it builds trust, it gets people to act. But it has always come with this huge catch. Making good video has traditionally been slow, super expensive, and just way too complex. I mean, just think about all the different hats you had to wear. You were just a storyteller. Nope. You also had to be a video editor, a sound engineer, a graphic designer, and a project manager, all rolled into one. That complexity has been a massive wall, not just for solo creators, but for small businesses that just couldn't afford the time or the money. And this right here, this is the real killer, the time. We're talking 4 to 8 hours for one single video. Now, if you're trying to build an audience or generate leads for your business, you need to be consistent. But at this pace, it's a recipe for burnout. It's just not sustainable for most people. So then, AI started to creep into the scene. But honestly, it was only a partial fix. We got these tools that could spit out a short little video clip from a text prompt. And yeah, that was cool, but it didn't solve the main problem. You just end up with a folder full of random clips that you still had to stitch together into a story, which landed you right back in that complicated editing software anyway. But now we're seeing a massive leap forward. And this isn't just a small step. It's a totally different way of thinking. We're moving away from simple clip generators to these fully integrated all-in-one AI production platforms that handle the entire process, from that first idea to the final video. And here's the key difference. On the left, you've got the old tools. They just gave you bits and pieces, a few seconds of video and image. But on the right, that's the new way. These are platforms built around storytelling. They write the script, they figure out the scenes, they create the visuals, record the voiceover, and pull it all together into one smooth workflow. You know, the real secret sauce here is the integrated timeline editor. This is what separates the toys from the serious tools. It gives you, the human, the final say. You have the ultimate creative control. You can tweak the pacing, trim a scene just right, and layer in music exactly where you want it. You're not just taking what the AI gives you, you're directing it to create a final product that actually matches your vision. Okay, so let's get practical. What does this automated process actually look like? How do you go from just a simple idea to a finished video with these new systems? The whole thing is designed to be fast and simple. You start with your main idea. The AI then basically becomes your creative assistant, generating a full script and breaking it all down into scenes. After that, it goes and produces all the assets, the video clips, the images, even a pretty good synthetic voiceover. Then you step in, as the director, using that timeline editor to fine-tune the story. And for the final touch, you can add music, automated captions, and your own branding. It's basically a video production line. So we've seen how it works, but let's talk about the big question. So what? Why does automating all of this actually matter? What does it unlock for anyone trying to build a business or an audience online today? Well, the answer is pretty simple. The internet runs on video. Every single major platform, YouTube, TikTok, you name it, has an algorithm that rewards creators who can pump out a steady stream of good video content. For years, that's been a nearly impossible bar for small businesses or solo creators to clear. This tech directly solves that problem, and it levels the playing field. And this really is the fundamental change in how we should think about making content. By automating all the technical, boring, time-sucking parts, these tools free up your most important asset, your brain. You can spend less time fighting with software and more time coming up with better ideas, analyzing what works for your audience, and building a real strategy. You're not just a video editor anymore. You're a strategist and a creative director. So naturally, when a process this valuable becomes this much easier, a ton of new business opportunities start to pop up. But it's also really important to keep a realistic perspective on what these tools can and can't do for you. We're already seeing a few clear business models emerge. You've got YouTube automation, where you can serve all sorts of niche audiences. There's affiliate marketing, using video at scale to review products. A huge one is offering client services, making marketing videos for local businesses that just don't have the time. And of course, there's the explosion in short-form content for TikTok and Instagram, which is perfect for generating leads and building brand awareness. But, and I can't stress this enough, AI is your production engine. It is not a magic button for success. It takes care of the how, but the what and the why, that still has to come from you. You still need good ideas, a unique angle, and a smart strategy. This tool just lets you execute that strategy way more efficiently and consistently than you ever could before. Okay, so let's zoom out one last time and put all this into a bigger context. What does this shift really mean for the future of media? And more importantly, who gets to be a part of it? This analogy just hits it perfectly. Before smartphones, if you wanted a great photo, you needed expensive gear and you had to know what you were doing. The iPhone put a powerful camera in everyone's pocket, and it unleashed this global wave of creativity. Well, AI is doing that exact same thing for video, right now. It's making storytelling with moving pictures available to everyone. And that leads us to a really interesting conclusion about what skills matter now. The most essential skill for a creator is shifting away from being a technical wizard with complex software. Instead, it's about having a vision, really understanding an audience, and directing these AI tools to bring that vision to life. The creators of tomorrow are going to be AI-powered storytellers. So that leaves us with one final big question. When the technical walls to creating great video just completely crumble, making it as easy as typing up a document, who's going to step up? What new voices, what incredible ideas, and what amazing stories are we finally going to see? The stage is being set for a whole new age of creativity, and it's happening right now.